Good morning, and welcome to this Thursday live craft and chat here over at Fiberific. The first thing I want to say before it jumps away is a huge thank you to Naughty Little Skein. Thank you so much for that super chat. It's so exciting when the first thing I see when I boot everything up is a hiya. So thank you so much for super chatting with me today. I've got some changes that I've made here. So I'm still using my old software because I haven't made the jump yet, but I have plugged in the new camera, so you might let me know if anything looks hinky or bad or anything, because I'm still playing it. It's like you're in high definition. It's because I am in high definition. We really just have to, fingers crossed that the laptop doesn't shut down, or that the microphone doesn't shut off, or any of the bad things. So last week at the live stream had to end fairly suddenly because all of a sudden, for some reason, everything USB disconnected from my laptop. So that lost me both cameras and my audio. So, sweet as. So I have my new camera. I'm now using a Sony A6400 for those of you that care about such things. It is definitely a different kind of camera. I've always been a Canon girl, and the jump over to Sony was pretty extreme. Changing companies is awkward because all of my bits and pieces go with my Canon, so I've got nothing anything good. AirPods hurt from Josephine because you're sneaky trying to watch while you're at work. Oh my gosh. I appreciate those of you that do that risk your livelihoods to watch this live chat. I've got a few things I need to do today, so I hope you don't mind, but while we chat, I'm going to work. So I'm cutting out yarn wrappers because I'm going to trial some yarn wrappers. These are just some that I've printed myself. I think I like it, so I'll probably get some printed out. And we'll see how that goes, but I'm not sure. Can you see behind me the piles of beautiful colors? These all need to be labeled and tagged. Next to me, you can't see me, but we have a Clover order has arrived, so it's not everything, but it's quite a few things. If you're after chibis, I think I'm your girl. So yeah, it is. It's definitely definitely a thing. Now, did you want hands down? I'm a bit blurry. Are you kidding? So you do know a wonderful printer. Oh, please send me links. I need a printer who can. It's a very simple print job. If my printer wasn't a spotty butt face, I would probably just do it here. But I need someone who'll print and cut. So, because the cutting part sucks also. All of it sucks. The whole lot sucks. Don't recommend. Now, did you guys want the hands down shot for while I'm working? Or are you happy to not have that? I just need to see if I do need to trim that off a little. Or are you happy to, those ones have got, that one's got a little blue. There's some parts I can deal with when it comes to like the spots and stuff. Some parts I can't. There's this little blue, like it's like there's a hair over it that's blue. And I've cleaned out the printer. I've cleaned all the things. Oh, I did a terrible job on that one. Check your resolution, Jackie Doyle. Absolutely. Spanish says it's not blurry where she is. Leslie says I look great. Just get one of those slicer ruler things. You mean one of these that I'm currently using? Yeah. So yeah. So this camera, it's very swanky. Okay. Yeah. This is like a slicey ruler thing. You slide it down. You go. I consider this a slicey ruler, right? But I mean, this could be dying also. Oh my God, Chantel, can you not even put the little rulery bit in? You can't. It's just like, oh, there we go. Ruler bit in. Yay. Do I have autofocus on? I do, yes. I'm playing with all the things. So if it gets, I could probably change it during the stream, but I don't know. When I lean back, I go blurry. when I lean forward. I don't know. Anyway. Sound is great. Thank you, Joss. It's dark because there's a black tablecloth. Because, you know, yeah. Box Elf is in the chat. Hello, Box Elf. It's so good to see you. I miss you so much. You do need to pop over, honestly. You look fine, but it did before. Yeah, look, it's you know, I move quite quickly and it's got to track me. Also, sometimes I've noticed it tries to autofocus when the lights change colours, so I'm still tossing up whether or not I'm going to keep the autofocus. I've just realised you can see the box. Move the box. Move out of the way, box. So yeah. Oh, but not any of us. Well, I mean, like, the reality is, Kim, saw you last week. And not that that's a bad thing. Just that I haven't seen Box Elf in a very long time because she's been so busy with her working and her other commitments. I'm on the big screen. Oh, you guys, you don't know how I feel about that. I see photos every now and again and I get a bit all cringy. There we go. Look at that. Like I bought one. Oh, sorry. Did you want me to do the hands down shot while I'm working, or you're just happy for me to tilt my head forward for you to see my very, very clear grey hair? I've just realised how clear it is in this new camera. Yay, new camera! So yeah, I mean, I'm just slicing, but I'll be bringing colours over soon. Once I've got some of these sliced up, I'll definitely make sure I do the hands down shot when we've got some colour going on. Smidge late from Lindsay Chateau. Do you have a hall pass for being late? What is your reason? Is it a good reason? Is it exciting? Is it cool? On a split screen tablet, you're tiny. Well, like, sweet as. Sweet as, bro. 1, 2. I think I can only do a couple of sheets at a time on this one. That lined up, and one of those pages wasn't lined up underneath. You know, it'd probably be quicker if I just did one page at a time. Do you guys ever feel like that, where you're just like, you know, if I had just done one page at a time, this wouldn't be happening? If you keep leaning forward, you're probably, well, we can check. We can see. We can see. I'm hiding under a banana leaf from Rebecca Nelson. Okay. Let me do the thing. Double camera. There we go. This is what I'm working on. It's very exciting stuff. Line it up. So I actually quite like the look of yarn wraps. I've been tossing up whether or not to continue on with the swing tags or go on to yarn wraps. I like swing tags too, is the problem. I like everything. I like everything is my problem. I'm not fussy. Oh, the banging noise in the background is my neighbour, who, for some reason, doesn't know how to shut up, ever. Like, constantly, doesn't stop. Either on the phone, right next to the fence, being very loud. I know all about their personal insurance woes. And I'm sitting in my lounge room, you know, like when I'm hearing this. So no, today they're doing gardening work and it happens to be right up next to the shack. If I noise gate any further, it's going to start chopping my words. I was trying to make it a bit clearer today. So I'm very sorry about that. There's not a lot I can do. I do have a neighbour and technically I suppose they're allowed to do stuff in their own yard. It's just their own yard happens to be less than a metre from behind this wall. So, you know, the whole I live stream once a week doesn't matter really. Yesterday I may have been a bit petty and I got a bit over being able to hear them the whole day. So I actually blasted the tunes like really loud. Like it was a bit too loud for me, but I was just like, I'm over it. I'm tired of not being able to hear myself think. So that's what I did. I'm probably not a nice person to be a neighbour to, honestly. It's like, Abby's there. Yeah, it is a bit like that. Kim went to a petrol station this morning. Why was that? When I went to pay, there was a lady in front of me telling the attendant how rude she was being because she couldn't communicate with the customer properly because the customer was on the phone. Okay. No, your ears aren't playing up. There's most definitely some banging going on. It's not constant, but it is happening. Yeah, Leanne was here right at the start. Like, Leanne would have seen Naughty Little Skeins or some super chat come through probably. And then she ran away. Allegra is not a fan of her neighbors. Oh, Doug Anthony All-Stars. Oh my gosh. I have got a couple of their CDs. I went and saw them live in concert. Loved them. If you guys don't know who Doug Anthony All-Stars are, actually we're not doing two at a time, are we? You totally need to check it out. They're seriously irreverent. But they are hilarious. Like, good value, smart, intelligent, but also irreverent. So yeah, love them to pieces. Also, could really sing. They've all got very serious jobs now. They grew up. How dare they? Allegra says, I didn't used to hate them, but then they got a fire pit and an internal wood fire involved. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the fires. Look, and like the problem I have is I actually quite love fire. I love like indoor heating with the fire. I love watching fire. My lungs, however, not a fan. And especially at the moment when they've been particularly butt faces, you know, with like, oh, breathing, you want to breathe. Why would you want to do that? Breathing is boring. So yeah, it is one of those things. It's not the funnest. So the title of today's live stream was I picked yarn for a project. The reality is I didn't just pick yarn, I actually bought it. So the amazing Tina, whose surname I definitely cannot say without destroying, so I will not, has got a new cowl starting. There is a link in the description down below, and if anybody wants to, or if one of the mods would love to throw up a link for the Queen cowl, that would be great. Now, I've never joined a blanket cowl before, or at least I don't remember having joined a blanket cowl before. And a cowl is a crochet art long. It's where the instructions come out sort of over a particular time frame. Sometimes it's week by week. Sometimes it's they give you more time. It depends. And you and everybody else work on it together at the same time and support each other and create friendships. Sometimes get angry because someone's super fast and the rest of us are ridiculously slow. There's all sorts of positives and negatives to cowls. But yeah, so you've got, oh, did that one go okay? Yes. You've got all these amazing things happening, but with so many of the kits being out of country and postage being a complete unknown entity, people can try their darndest and they can ship it instantly, but it may not arrive. Like, believe it or not, I'm having problems shipping even within Australia, honestly. I have one poor customer who's been waiting on her parcel since July, and it is now September. And so, you know, it's a real issue. It's a real problem having things arrive. But one company I've noticed doesn't seem to be having that many problems with it is Knitpicks. So I decided if I want to do this cowl, I'm going to have to use yarn from somewhere that I'm going to get it in a reasonable amount of time. And I looked at going Bendigo Woolen Mills cotton, but it was going to be too heavy. It was going to make, it's a queen size blanket and it was just going to be too heavy, and it's mosaic crochet, it's not open. And so I was just like, oh, I really wanted to use the Bendigo cotton because I love Bendigo cotton so much, but I wanted something that was going to be a bit more lightweight. So I went with Knitpicks Brava worsted. So it meant I had to do a little bit of jiggery pokery because pattern's not written for Brava worsted. It's written for, they say DK, but it's a very light DK, 295 meters per 100 grams. Feels definitely more like sport weight than DK to me. But I ended up going with the Brava worsted because of the color choices. Now Brava DK was, sorry, Brava Sport was definitely closer in meterage. It had, I think I've worked out about 230 meters per 100 grams, whereas the worsted is about 200 meters per 100 grams, and the pattern wants 295. So what I've done is I'm going to be changing it up anyway to make it fit a queen size bed, because 150 by 200 is not a queen size bed measurement, at least in Australia. So I decided I was going to be jiggery pokering it anyway. So instead of ordering one ball of all the colors, I ordered two. So, and because it is Knit Picks, their batches are quite big. If I realize fairly quickly on that there's going to be an issue, I can order more and it'll be okay. I make that one very thin. No, it feels right. And so yeah, so I've gone with Knit Picks. Now I've popped a link in for the Knit Picks. Knit Picks are having a 40% off sale. Some of their yarns, not all of their yarns. It is one of those things where Knit Picks is an affiliate of mine. So if you do use that link, I will get a small commission. You know, that will help me to be able to purchase things for more reviews. I've got some things that have just arrived for me to do a review video on, which is exciting. And so we've got some videos coming up. The new camera is set up, so more videos will be incoming. My excuses are running thin of why I'm not creating videos. So, you know, maybe I should just stop it with the excuses and start creating some videos, right? The Queen Cal. Now, is there a problem with the chat? I don't seem to be getting... Okay. Can somebody pop... There we go. No. I was just... There was no one talking. So that's why there would seem to be a problem with the chat. If you've never tried the Stylecraft special line, you'll have to sometime. They're full plaited chunky. I've tried some Stylecraft. I have to confess, not the biggest fan. The Brava is soft. The Stylecraft didn't feel soft. And I'm a baby. Like, a baby. I like it to be very, very soft. All right, we have a big pile of these now. Some of them I'll go through and pick out and I won't be using because they're too spotty for my taste. So I've got, I don't know why a blank page came out, but a blank one came out. So we'll keep that over there. We've got stickers for our hand-dyed Pegasus. And I've got a couple of colors that need a name. So you might want to start thinking about that. Has talking stopped? Has something happened? Let me know if audio or anything has dropped out. I'm paranoid today, everybody. Rebecca says, I bought a bunch of knitting books and vintage knitting needles today. Oh, that sounds like fun. That sounds awesome. I'm just going to check to make sure my mic is working. Everything's working. Leanne says, it's a great experience joining a Cal. I must say I've never had a kit. This time will be my first Mosaic, so lots of learning, which I do enjoy. Stash busting for me, a little bit of licorice, all sorts. Oh, awesome. The Zoom chatters are banned from picking names. Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. They are crazy name pickers. I'm going to lean back and start grabbing some of this yarn. So I'll be popping in and out of shot. Sorry, guys. Okay, so some of this yarn is going to be for some of it's going to be for a yarn store that's put in an order. Some of it is going to be Fiberific website restock, and one of the colors is going to be a one-of-a-kind limited edition, not going to the yarn store, just for us lot. Now, I'm tossing up how I feel. What do you guys think? I like it. But I am tossing up whether or not I might put a bit of sticky tape over that. As I don't know. Am I making more work for myself? I'm so torn. I'm just so torn. Allegra says, sorry if anyone's talking to me in the chat. I am not paying attention. Fair call. Everyone's just listening. We did the rainbow sock ones. Yeah, but I haven't done a number 8. Sorry, I haven't done a blanket version. So the sticker is just fine. Yeah. That one won't. There we go. Focus on the thing. There we go. No, I'm gonna learn. It's gonna learn. It's gonna learn that I'm just gonna randomly shove things at it, and it's gonna have to focus. So, random focus learning. So yeah. So I like the idea of yarn wraps. And I was waiting until I ran out of my little swing tags. They're nearly run out. They're not quite run out. Couple of reasons. Swing tags are really expensive to print because, you know, I want them cute with little cut edges and things and with little holes drilled into them so I can hang the thingies, and they end up just costing a fortune, whereas these are just A4 sheets that are cut into strips. Straight up guillotine could do it. I will be getting professional printed ones. This was just a trial run and I'm very happy with it for a trial. And now I'll have to, I should have, actually, do you know what I should be doing? I should be writing their names on them as I go, shouldn't I? Otherwise I'm going to have to go back and double handle them all. So, alright, this one's missed. It has a name. It's part of the regular range. It's a very, very soft grey, and the colour's not being nice because sometimes the colour's not nice. So I'm going to write you on here. My handwriting, atrocious. Heads up. I am not very good at the handwriting thing, especially on an uneven surface. So what I might do is write their names on the bottom corner before I stick it. We'll see if that works. Okay, so if you are like that, the name has to be written here. Not that it's that much better, honestly. Like, the reality is not great. Not fantastic handwriting here. Sorry, guys. Not my thing. But definitely easier to do it on the flat. So we've got all our mister done. On to the next colour. This is a new one-of-a-kind colourway that we have just made. Camera's making it very bright and colourful. Bit more subtle. A little bit more subtle. I actually don't know why that camera is so bright. I'm going to see if I can change that, because that's insanity. Brio, let me look at you. Configure this video. Your saturation is crazy. See if we can bring you down a notch. That's better. Oh, it's probably, you know, that's good. Okay, apply. Alrighty. The things we can fix on the fly. That's the... Now, some of the girls over on the Zoom chat saw these because I chat constantly. So we've named this one Frangipani. So it has a name. It will be going up for sale. There are only 6. Oh, how do I spell Frangipani, you guys? Somebody tell me how I spell Frangipani, because I'm going to have to look it up because my brain is all like, wah, I cannot spell today. Somebody put it in the chat for me, please. The thin paper labels on yarn kind of irk me the way they tear easily. This isn't thin paper though. This is like gloss 135 GSM. Thank you. Frangipani. Frangipanis have another name, don't they? Like, there's another name for them. I can never remember what it is. Now, hopefully, these won't tear easily. I mean, that's the goal, for them not to. I might bring these ones over here. It is actually spelled how Plumeria, that's the one I was thinking of. It is spelled how I thought it was spelled, but it's one of those words, it just doesn't look right. Like, you look at it and because I'm that person who will write down words and go, is that spelled right? And look at it, go, nope, not spelled right, and actually go, yes, now we shall spell it correctly, you pedant. Oh, also, all right, do you prefer them in the middle or down the bottom? I mean, I'm normally a middle girl, but I'm open. I'm open to suggestions, you guys. Stinking flowers, yes. Kathy wants some frangipani yarn. Well, Kathy, it'll be up on the website very soon. We'll have to have a discussion, Kathy, because shipping to you is not the funnest. How long did your last parcel take? Everyone says middle. Yeah, I like middle. Middle seems to, I don't know, it just sits better, I think. Get on, little sticker. So I dyed all these up using my Pegasus 4-ply base, which I love. Bit obsessed with it, which is probably why I use so much of it. Can you guys hear my pen? Because that would be really annoying if you can. Hey Mel, how are you going? Welcome to the chat. So what I did was back to the story of the Queen Cal. What I did was I had a look at some of the Cal packs, and I had a little look, and honestly the prices were a little bit outside of my reach at the moment. I wouldn't say they're expensive, but they were just once I added the shipping, they were a bit beyond what I could do right now. And so it was, I liked a couple of them, and so if the shipping hadn't have been like $100 US to ship to me in Australia, I would have probably gone with either, there was a bamboo cotton moya one, it was the Oceanic Queen, I want to say, and then there was another one that was all like dusty golds and muted reds, and it was very delicious. And so those are the two that I was really torn between. And so I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But what I ended up doing was more of the sort of tequila one, but in Brava worsted. And so I ended up picking up enough yarn. I'm just trying to think how many balls I bought. A lot. I bought a lot of balls. 2 of each of the 12 colors, plus 12 of the other color. So lots of yarn. And is that right? Maybe I didn't need 2 of each of all the 12, because I've got some Brava worsted here. Anyway, it was like $120 and free post. And I know it's going to be here in a couple of weeks. So Kim, spelling it like that didn't help. I nearly wrote foxtrot. That one's written dreadfully. Okay. Now I have another one of these speckly ones that I did in blues that I am going to take to the store and see if, I'm not sure if she wants any non-repeatable colors, because these are non-repeatable for now. I'm going to learn how to do them repeatable, because I think these are beautiful and I love how they've come out. So while I may not be able to get the exact same colors going forward, after that I'll get the same colors over and over again. Hey Bub Karen, you are a little late, but that's okay. It's all good to be a little bit late. Freaky says I can't figure that out. What can't you figure out, Freaky? It's both, Kim. There are a couple of versions of the phonetic alphabet. There's multiple versions. So, okay, I'm going over to grab another colour. This one needs a name. It's kind of like Hot Joss and Violetish went to a party and mingled and got splotches. I really love it. This is technically repeatable. I mean, obviously with this style of dyeing, it's not going to be identical, but it's a technically repeatable color. So this one needs a name. So you guys have to, well, you have to come up with a name because I can't. All the pinks are mine from Kathleen Hanson. Well, Kathleen, there's a couple of pinks. Just totally whacked my leg into the table. Party Girl. Oh, I like Party Girl. Reminds me of punk rocker, and me too, like 80s punk. I like Party Girl. What do you guys think of Party Girl? Bob Curran says I've had to do some food prep as we have a flying doctor clinic tomorrow. Ooh. I hope everything's okay. So, oh, what do you think? Okay. So do we want to go something along the party theme or something along the punk theme or something different? They Are the Shades. One of my clients was dyeing his hair. Viola Joss. I don't know about that. That would be I mean, I like it because it's Violetish and Joss. Punk rocker. Looks like Boston. Geez, punk 80s. Lisa likes the idea. 80s chick. Yes, I think 80s chick or 80s girl. Actually, yeah, 80s chic. I think we should go with, because then if any males would like it, it's not called after a girl. And if you want to say chick, you can, and if you want to say chic, you can. I think 80s chic. What do you guys think? 80s chic? Type a yes in the chat if you want to call this 80s chic. I'm just going to hold it up here as well, just so you can get a good true color. It's actually, this camera is doing quite well now. It's very similar. This is a really bright, vibrant color. Cheeky pink. Welcome to the 80s. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, 80s chic it is. 80s chic. There we go. It's written on there now. That's what it's called. Oops, go that way, Chantel. Bring it up to the middle more. There we go. Oh, I'm not coping. I think I had put the yarn up the other way and it just messed with my brain. I had to flip the yarn. That's ridiculous, is it not? '80s chic is labeled and ready for a party. Whop. Thank you all for helping me name the yarn. Oh, I should have probably put one of a kind, written one of a kind on all the French panties. I'll have to go back and do that. Just had a thought. Did I just put that last sticker on upside down? Let me just check. I did not. It's okay. Does that mean I can claim one? Look, Lindsay, it's these there'll be 2 of these going into the web store, so that you may have to, like, by lunchtime tomorrow, you guys know the drill. Lunchtime tomorrow they'll be up, and then you can fight over them. But what we can do is I can take pre-orders for this one. So, yeah. It's a pretty color. I'm not a super pink girl. Like, I'm like definitely in Camp Purple, but pink's not really my place. Hey, Gabby Rodriguez, welcome to the chat. We've just named this yarn 80s chic. It's a new repeatable colorway that I invented this week. It's a color. You can't invent colors. I popped it together and I'm happy with it. I didn't technically invent it. I did dye it, however. Now I have to figure out what time that is here. Okay, so midday, AEST is what you're going to be. That's my time zone, AEST. There'll be a couple of these, like a couple of each of the colors going up, plus all of the frangipani. So the frangipani is not going into the yarn stocking, so there'll be 6 frangipani and 1 or 2 of each of the others. I think mostly 2 of each of the others. There was one yarn that I wasn't happy with, one of the skeins. I've got to re-skein it. It's a bit messy. So, yeah. That's 8:37 p.m. I'm going to assume p.m. Ruth in Florida. All right, we're on to the next color. Not all of them are these specklies. We've got some of the stock standard Fiberific semi-solids as well. How cute do they look? Do they look cute? I think they look cute. I like. Over to the go. We've got some lake. This is lake. The camera makes it look flat. It's not flat. It's shiny and delicious. The other camera is much nicer. Let's go full screen so you can see it. Single camera. There we go. Look. Camera. Focus on the yarn. There we go. See? Lake is a beautiful colour. Don't look at my dirty fingernails. I've been dyeing yarn. I got dye stuck. So we'll go back down to there. Okay. This one's just straight up lake. Lake is a stock standard colour that we do lots of here at Fiberific. Where are we? I'm just having a quick look in the chat here. I love it, especially the purple. Gabby. We've got some plain violetish coming up next, which you might love as well. Is it next? It's in the pile. Can you see? I'm just having a look to see what you can see. You can't see it. It's behind the frangipani. So, my little light is having its little beams cut because of the piles of yarn around it. It'd be easier if I just wrote lake on all of these, right? Lake. Lake is like the mid-tone of my Banff range, which is, we've got Lake, we've got Moran, and we've got Louise. The Lake is the middle. Moran is the dark. And Louise is the soft tones. Leanne says, boo! What are you saying boo for, Leanne? Oh my goodness. You're not getting many butterflies complete. My tea is cold and it made me cough. I need to add, I've got my standard T2 tea thermos of licorice legs tea going in my Fiberific mug. This is my Hedge of Ninja mug. If you want your own Hedge of Ninja mug, guess what you need to do? Check out the little ticker there, fiberific.redbubble.com. You can get your own Fiberific goodies. Okay, that's very hot now. I made it too hot. See, I normally try to drink down half of the cold tea and then top it up with hot, but I drank most of that cold tea and they just poured basically boiling water in there, and my tongue's now no longer a functioning tongue. It's kind of just hanging out there, going, ow, you hurted me. Can you guys hear that car next door? Hopefully that means they're going out. That would be nice. How cruel am I? Honestly, I'm such a whingy McWhingy pants. They've just been on my nerves a little bit. That's all. They're probably very lovely people. I haven't taken the time to meet them because, you know, I mean, I've met them, sorry. I haven't taken the time to get to know them because, you know, the conversations I overhear, I'm like, don't know if I want to be friends. So, because I'm so judgmental. Oh my gosh. It's like, how long do you need to warm your car up before you go out, honestly? And also, please don't change your mind. after this much warming up. 39 watching. Oh, hey, John O'Brien. Welcome to the chat. 39 watching and 26 likes. Not quite sure if I agree with the wording of that, but okay. So we're just packaging up lots of yarn here, talking about projects and what have you. Anybody else going to be doing the Queen Cal as it starts? And if so, did you buy the kit, or are you stash busting, or did you do what I did and invent my own kit using my amazing link that I've put up for Nipix? Thanks for all the little explanations about your stock issue work. Helpful and interesting. Oh, thank you, Leslie. So this is the first batch of the Fiberific yarn that's going out with yarn wrappers rather than swing tags. Oh, that's just, that there is just a tie. Okay, that's a keeping the skein neat tie, but now it just looks unsightly. So I just go jiggery pokery, poke it in, and it's all good. Okay, lake is done. We have another one that needs a name. Put your thinking caps on. This one needs a name. Non-repeatable. Couple of these will be going into the web store, but this one needs a name. So while you guys are deciding on the name for this one, it is I'll bring it up to the other camera so we get our good color going. Come on, little camera, you can do this. Autofocus, champion. There we go. It's got some blues. It's got some little hints of green every now and again. Some grey. Just a bit, how did I put it? I wanted it to be a bit more unisex. That was my goal with this. Yeah, I've got to make sure it covers my face, because otherwise it wants to zoom, it wants to focus on my face. So, love you, autofocus camera. Love you. Back to double camera. Indiegogo, how weird. Just got a text from physio. They booked me in with the wrong one. Oh. Kathleen says, I have 4 tubs of yarn ready for the Queen. Woot woot. John O'Brien, Tequila Sunrise Queen from the Wool Warehouse. John, I am doing a version of the Tequila Sunrise that I've jiggery pokery the colours together from Nitpicks. Kathy, I'm stash busting and purchasing some of the colours that I didn't have. That is awesome. Judgy McJudgy Pants. Oh dear. Blue sky with a hint of cloud. Look, it is a little bit like a aside from the flecks of green, you can see a little bit of the green here. There's little spots of green throughout it. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go with really a cloudy theme. Kathleen's going to go 1 scrap Bendigo woolen mill cotton, 2 small blue topi, and an acrylic large. Wow, Kathleen, you are going hard. You're going so hard. Jen Deal says like a summer sky, summer rain. Trying to think of how the bomb describes cloudy days. Yeah. It's giving me some Monet vibes for some reason, and it really did in the pan as well. It's the blue tones that do it. Monet was like king of the blues, like, honestly. This is a tough one, isn't it? This is a tough one. So yeah, I'm thinking I might pop it aside. I'll leave some in shot here, like this, so you can keep thinking about it. There we go. And I'll grab another pile for us to label. Otherwise, I'm never going to get them all done. Acid wash denim. Well, I mean, that you say denim, and we've got this new blue. I'm hoping is repeatable. It's a variation on the old Colson I used to do. It's like a mix of Colson and Remington. Wow, the camera doesn't like all these dark colors together. Wow, camera, really? Why you do this to me? I cannot make it not do that, because this camera doesn't let you auto adjust. So I'll move that here, put my little paley white hands there. There we go. Come on. There's some white for you to have a little less heart attack on. So what I'll do, you guys know the drill now. I'm going to bring it up into the single camera and make this camera do all the work. Hide my face. Come on, you can do it. There we go. See how there's the changing tones of the blues and the greys? It is like a very, very, it's like if my Coulson and Remington colorways had a baby. I have 5 of these. 4 of them are going into the shop, into the order. 1 of them will be staying with me. I was calling this one denim. So this one I'm calling denim, just so you guys know. That's why when you started talking about acid wash denim, I was just like, it's not really, you know, they don't really, it's a wrong kind of blue to be denim, I think. Back to the double screen where the camera doesn't like the denim color. Wow, judgmental much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm really hoping I printed out enough of everything. My brain's like, oh, hi, guess what? Oh, look, I can write denim neatly. Everything else looks like trash, but somehow I can write denim. Trash handwriting. Lessons with Chantel. I did a lot. Move the white away. How's that? I mean, it sort of works. Trash handwriting with Fiberific. Bam, 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 bam. I need the sticker sheet back, please, yarn. Did it again. I made the upside down, Miss Jane. Okay. I moved all the things and now it's messed me up. I don't like it. Can you stick it by your face? Can I stick which by my face? Just out of curiosity. Are you talking about the blue? Like the denim? I could stick it by my face if you like. If that's what you want. Yeah, not so much of a range for the camera to deal with. And I think that's how we originally killed my first webcam as well. I mean, it's not totally dead, but it does get twitchy when I have a lot of color contrast going on. It's all like, no, not again. I can't deal with it. You are not alone. I can write almost legibly until I print my name and then my inner kindergartner comes out. I know. I don't get it. Look, my handwriting's pretty trash at the best of times. I'm not known for my penmanship. Never have been. Never did the whole pretty girl writing at high school or any of that. I was just like, I'm writing for a purpose. Like, and my brain comes up with all these ideas. My hand can't keep up. So my handwriting is just trash. Yeah. I mean, I can read it. Like, it's not that bad, but it's not pretty. Do you know what I mean? The lighter blue is the king of the blues. Did I get too much sun? Did I miss something? I don't think so. Do I look weird? Does my colouring look weird? I'm adjusting to a new camera. Don't stress me out. The nuns couldn't beat good penmanship into me either. Yeah, John. Look, I didn't have nuns beating penmanship into me, but I had my mum who was always like, the quality of the work is always more important than the presentation of your work. So, yeah. Alrighty, we got some violetish up next. While we think about blues, we're going to go with this violetish. Here we go. The camera just doesn't like the dark colours. Wow, that just totally changed the tone. It had the right colour tone before, but it's a bit lighter than that. This camera is just not being my friend today. Okay, so we have violetish, which is a purple that has been made with blues and purples. That will go to our single camera. It's made of blues and purples. Oops, there we go. You can do it. There we go. And so you get little strips of blue every now and again, little bits of pink. But mostly it's a fairly semi-solid purpley blue colour. Or purple. Whack the other camera. Just gave it a good old hit. For the blue and white, how about Kingfisher? It's a beautiful bird. Actually, yes, because it also works with the little tips of green that we've got as well, doesn't it? Come on, camera. It's like, but you got a cup of tea in your face and all the things. So what do you think? What do you guys think? Kingfisher, or do you think Kingfisher would need some more darkness to it? I like Kingfisher. Kingfisher's winning so far for me. So this is, yeah, this is Violetish. I love Violetish. So do you guys follow me over on Instagram? If you don't, you should, because, you know, why not? Anyway, I met a lovely, amazing, talented woman last year at VidCon in Australia. Her name is Dami Lou. She has a YouTube channel. She sings like a bird. She's unbelievable. She's also hilarious. And she's obsessed with purple to the point she dyes her hair brighter purple than this. Okay, it's just like, but just the front fringe bit, it looks amazing. Anyway, Dami Lou and I got along pretty well, and her obsession with purple really, you know, I was just like, wow. And I said to her, if I dyed a colorway purple, and it was the right shade, would you be okay with me calling it Dami Lou? And I'm probably saying her name wrong. I can never remember if it's Dami Lou or Dami Lou. I screw it up all the time, and I swap and change all the time as well. I should probably watch another one of her videos because she says her name. But anyway, and Dami Lou was like, yeah, okay. She thought it was a bit of a weird request. So that's how Dami Lou came about. This is Violetish, and that's Dami Lou, and they are sisters, along with Essence of Violetish, which is a cream with all the Violetish sprinkles. And I just happen to have a Dami Lou with sprinkles as well. So there's a Dami Lou with sprinkles too. Anyway, during COVID, Dami Lou has taught herself how to crochet. So I sent her a message a little while ago going, look, hey, I've noticed you're starting to yarn it up. Would you like me to send you a skein of your yarn? And she thought it was, again, a little weird. And I'm like, you know, and she's like, oh, how much will it be? I'm like, no, you know, I've named a yarn after you. You can have a skein. And so I sent it to her, and she did the most beautiful Instagram post. And she's pretty keen and pretty excited, and her excitement of the yarn is a little infectious. So now I'm like, Dami Lou and Violetish, and Essence of Violetish with some Violetish. But Essence of Violetish also looks fantastic with the Dami Lou because the sprinkles are really quite dark. So anyway, that goes there, that goes there. Oh, that reminds me, I need to label up those Essences of Violetish. Okay, sorry, back to writing. Total sidetrack. Let's face it, we all think you're a little weird at times. And it's true. It's absolutely true. Like, I get hyperactive excited over some of the oddest things like tech. Like, hello, did you guys, you so glad there's no camera, because when the new gear arrived, I was so excited. Just so excited that I basically did a little dance. My husband was just cacking himself. He thought it was hilarious. And he was just like, you're going to bust your knee. And I'm like, but I've got new toys. I'm so excited. So yeah, so, you know, it's exciting. And also yarn. Like, who doesn't get excited by a colour that sings to you? Like, not all colours sing to everybody, and that's cool. Not all the colours that I even dye sing to me, but like the Dami Lou and the Violetish, they're definitely up there. Violet-ish. Violet-ish came out a few years ago. I sent 100 mini skeins over to New Zealand. Violet-ish. And I thought I'd written down all the recipes because some of them were new colours, including a really nice violet. Turns out that I hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turns out that I missed a color. I missed a color that I was writing down. Now this happens a lot. So those of you that have been around a while, you know that I'm the worst at writing notes when I'm dialing. So it's just like I totally missed a color. And so I got this insipid sort of wannabe purple that was nothing like the violet that I did. And I was so disappointed. And so I was just like, well, I've got to boost it. I need to give it some oomph. So I added another color. Well, actually I added another 2 colors in, and I got violetish. And it wasn't violet, but it was violet-ish. So that's how that name came about. Yes. Because how much easier would violet be to write down? So much easier to write violet. Let me change to our double camera. Where are we? Those are gorgeous. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. I really do. Look, my mum is, oh no, come back. My mum is a purple tragic, like an absolute purple tragic. So whenever I dye purples, I try to think of, would my mum like this? Would she think of it as purple? Would it be, you know, purple enough? And that's kind of the joke. Would it be purple enough? And so my mum approves of violetish. It is Mama Fiberific approved. I don't know if she's approved Jamie Lou. I'm sure she would as a contrast, but she definitely likes these darker, brighter purples. Also butterflies. I'm just having a look. I wasn't sure because of the at times qualifier. Normally people think I'm weird all the time. Look, those people that don't get into yarn or crafts always think that those of us that are weird. And I don't understand why. Like, you know, don't you have something you're passionate about? Is there nothing you're passionate about? And there are people that have nothing they're passionate about. So they don't understand our level of passion because they don't feel it. They don't have a craft, they don't have a hobby. They have things they enjoy, but nothing they're like crazy passionate about like what we are. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we are definitely on the fringe of insanity. People just think I'm old from Jen. Oh, that really bugs me, Jen. Like people who go, oh, I thought knitting was for old ladies. I'm like, dude, you've got no idea. You have no idea what you are saying. So hush your mouth. The wife of one of my hubby's music friends brought a cry cut and doesn't know how to use it. Did you tell her there's this really amazing thing? It's been around for a few years now, called Google, and it's this really like top-notch search engine that helps you find all the answers to all the things, or at least finds you places that can give you all the answers to all the things. Like, Holly says, I always think people are weird that are not passionate about anything. Holly, I'm with you. I agree with you that if you're not passionate about something, whether it be accounting or politics or art or craft or cars or something, just anything, then yeah, you're weird too. So I dyed up a batch of soft joss to go with this one because I just thought, hang on here. So if you've got a skein of 80 chic, now that it's known, and a skein of violetish, and a skein of soft joss, what do you think of those three together? Do you think they would make something pretty? I think they would make something like cool. I'll leave these just here for you. Just John mentioned I have one and do all the things, so she asked him to ask me for resources. When I wrap my head, yes. I pointed to a Facebook group and she said thanks and said if I wanted to get together for a play date over school holidays, she would be keen. Okay. I've had people see me knit or crochet in public and go, oh, that reminds me of my grandma. Yeah, I mean, and I'm okay with those comments because they're remembering a positive, happy time in their life. Hopefully it's positive and happy, usually. And and that's a bit different, like when it reminds them of somebody or it reminds them of a time of their life. I just get frustrated when they go, oh, I thought that was only for old people. Lisa says, my support worker called me old this morning when I excitedly said this YouTube was my plans today. I don't even know what to say to you. I'm very sorry, Lisa, that you have such a carer who has zero understanding of the importance of things. That's a great trio from Leanne. Thank you, Leanne. Has Kim talked you into doing gradients yet? Look, I do gradients every now and again. They're a lot of work. They are a lot of work, and therefore I have to price them accordingly. And I often think, is it worth it? So, you know, and I've done a few, and I'm finding ways to make it less work, but it's not working. Brendan knows that this is my Thursday joy on days off. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you for saying that. And I'm glad he knows as well. Gradients die-along. Oh, freaky. Why did you put that out in the universe? Kim's going to be on my case now. Ugh. I was with Die Wench and someone came and started saying, oh, you're a picker. I'm a thrower. Oh my gosh, I love that. That is awesome. That's cool. See, I think they look amazing together, especially now they all have their own little wraps. Look at that. Line them up. There we go. Oh, now I'm all like, oh, the wraps have to be lined up too. That's really sad, isn't it? That's very sad. I'm a sad, sad person. I know it. I'm just going to pop these guys back over with their little piles of these. We are plowing through these today. I really appreciate you guys understanding that sometimes I can't craft. Sometimes I've got to get other jobs done. And I always really appreciate when you guys still hang out and chat while I do things like label yarn. And I've got a big box of clover hooks and chibis and what have you that I've got to price up yet. So we've got that to look forward to. And I just really appreciate that you spend the time with me each week, hanging out and talking trash about non-crafters. We don't talk trash about non-crafters much. Did I? Yes, good. Just double checking. I have this habit of writing the names on yarn labels or swing tags and then using the ones from the pile that aren't written on, and then therefore the ones that are written on have to wait until the next dye day because they are, I have no more of those colours in this batch. That looks good together. Yeah, I thought so, Gabby. And also you're a bit of a purple fan, so you'd also have the purple knowledge. I'm eating Costco sugar cookies. How many of those massive tins of sugar cookies did you buy? Just out of curiosity. Looking at yarn is not crafting. No, it's a different hobby. It's like buying yarn is also a different hobby. Stashing and storing yarn, another hobby altogether. We have multiple hobbies, friends. Multiple hobbies. Yeah, just because you buy the yarn doesn't mean it needs to be used, because you're currently utilizing it in your other hobby of making stashes look pretty. Single mums are intimidated by John. Are they really? Jackie says, I got asked if I was weaving the other week and I was triple knitting with 3 yarns, so that might have confused the lady. Yeah, that's pretty hardcore. That's hardcore knitting right there. Spanish Chick says, I didn't get the tins. I got different ones with icing and sprinkles. Oh, okay. All right. Kathy says it's like buying shoes if you're a shoe person. Absolutely. Hey, did we come up with a name for this one yet? Did I miss something? Something? Because it's still sitting here unlabeled. Labeled yarn. Uh-oh. There's so many yarns that don't all fit on the table. All right, this is our stock standard TIFF. The camera also doesn't like TIFF. Let's see if the new camera likes TIFF. Single camera. It does. New camera likes TIFF. Yay. Mostly. It's still a little... It's one of those colours. It's so hard to get a good shot of, honestly. But this is probably the closest. Get off my eyes. There we go. Back to the double camera. I'm just having fun playing. Have you guys noticed? I'm totally just playing with my gear here right now. Definitely playing. Oh, we were thinking Kingfisher, weren't we? Kingfisher. Lindsay says, I'm an expert yarn buyer. Expert level, absolutely. Either rejected all the ideas or didn't see them all. Yes. John says, my hobby is collecting hobbies. I joke that my husband's hobby, like I don't think he's listening. I joke that my husband's hobby is complaining about all of my hobbies. He doesn't like it when I say that. He doesn't. Jen Deal makes soft sugar cookies. I've not made soft sugar cookies before. I've not made sugar cookies, full stop. Summer's coming. Yeah, I think that's the Kingfisher. I think we're sticking with the Kingfisher. Spanish Chick is definitely a yarn collector. She's a curator of a Fiberific yarn collection, without a doubt. These TIFF ones done, and then we'll do Kingfisher. Because Kingfishers are non-repeatable as well. It's a one of a kind, whereas TIFF is totes repeatable. I think I dyed a lot of yarn this week for me. Like, I do dye big batches of yarn, but this was quite large for me. I did 11, 12, 13 colours this week, and around 6 of each for most of the colours. One of them I just did 3 because I was just topping up supplies. That was my ex-wife's only hobby, complaining about my hobbies. I was an only child. I have to entertain myself. Yeah, like that's the thing. I don't see having a hobby as a bad thing. Like, you are entertaining yourself. You don't need external sources to keep you entertained. External people to keep you entertained. Except for YouTubers. You all need YouTubers. You all specifically need Fiberific. I'm just saying. But other than me, you don't need external people to keep yourselves entertained. You've got it. You can do this. Lindsay Chateau says Kingfish. I think there's a lot of different Kingfishers. That's the thing. There's a lot of Kingfishers, and I think you're right. Now that the more we're talking about it, I don't know if I want to call it Kingfisher. Oh, Blue Jay. I think I did a colorway called Blue Jay a few years ago. It was a non-repeatable. Like by a few years ago, I'm talking like 7 years ago. And yeah, I think that was a similar one. Similar style as well, I think. Lisa is a 100-year-old family recipe. Oh, nice. As long as they're not 100-year-old biscuits, it's all good. Kookaburras are Kingfishers, and they're mostly brown and white. Absolutely, yes. Allegra's got to go. Bye, Allegra. Have a good week. What about spring showers? Yeah, I like spring showers. And it's spring here. It's like the second day of spring. We're on the second, right? Third. It's the third day of spring here in Australia. So Jen says, I'm good at self-entertainment even with a 2-year-old kid. Yeah, I believe you. Got some cutler. For those in the mustard know, got cutler. See, I'm the only girl and have 2 younger brothers. So I was the oldest and the girl. So I was just off doing my own things most of the time. Cut the dot, dot, dot. Because is cut the mustard an Australian thing? Just putting that out there. Reminds me of that blue and white pottery. Yeah, it does a little, but it's not quite the right blue for the blue and white pottery. Those dots are very important. They really are. Yes, Kim, they are. Don't leave them out. Sort of reminds me of the color of gaslight. You know, how it throws out some small amounts of green sometimes. How about gaslight? I don't know about gaslight, because gaslighting's a bad thing. And it could be taken the wrong way. I always thought it was cut the cheese. Well, we do have cut the cheese as well, but we definitely have a saying here in Australia of cut the mustard. Cut the mustard or cut the cheese sometimes is a reference. Yes. Yes. And that's why it's cut the dot, dot, dot. Because it's my little in joke every time someone orders it. I have a little like, they're gonna get the party yarn. Amber, Ruth, are you young at heart? For sure, yes. They mean the same thing. Yep, they do. Oh, I'm such a 12-year-old boy with my little jokes on my yarn labels. Oh, come on, sticker. So my hands are still recovering from a day in the dry pots. I've done something to this finger. It's not happy. I burnt the back of this hand on the steam trays. Yeah, my hands aren't happy this week. They're a bit stiff and sore. Yeah, they mean the same thing. We are all 12-year-olds. Having a giggle. So, now that you've gone through the majority of a live stream, what do you guys think of the new camera? You like? My concern is one of those concerns that, you know, all women have. Is, does it show up too much? Like, do I have to go to the effort and put, like, swatches of makeup on to hide all my pores? Because you guys know how I feel about makeup. Especially for live streams. I used to wear lots of makeup all the time, and then my skin started being a butt face. And I wore makeup once a week, and it would be all, like, crappy for a whole week, and then it would start to look good again on Sunday, and then Monday I would put makeup on again, and it would be all, like, all week. You've never heard that saying before, Sally? Well, now you have. No, it's not showing too much. No, it looks good. I've got you on the big screen and still perfect. Oh, that's cool, Lisa. I mean, I'm not sure about the big screen thing, but, you know. You still look like Chantel. Thanks, Bub. That's very diplomatic. Hey, Bub, something came for you from Chow by the way. Just so you know, it's all here. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Oh, which one is this? Never remember. I always get the coffees mixed. Hang on. I have a little thing here. No. Flat white. Flat white. I've got a few different shades of the coffees. We've got double shot, we've got coffee, we've got flat white. That's some double shot. So, and then the coffee's got a lot more of the darker tones through it. And then the flat white's mostly plain. Then there's a milky tea, which is really insipid. Flat white. Where are we? You're on the 43-inch TV here. No worries. Oh gosh. Flat white is what I'm writing. It's not just what I feel like drinking right now. Definitely could use another coffee, let me tell you. Insipid, lol. It's like that dirty dishwater, you know, when people have tea that's just got the merest of flavor. It's like they go, oh, I'm gonna have a cup of tea, and then they go dink 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 and pull the tea bag out, and you're like, but that's just basically dirty water now. It's not tea yet. It's got no tea flavor. Well, that's what milky tea looks like. The colorway. I've only got another couple of colors to go here. We've got to finish off the flat whites. I'm thinking spring skies for this guy here. Spring skies, maybe. And then I've still got, what have we got? We've got another new color, and we've got some koala. Also, some of the koala fell down, so I'll have to do that later. Fell off the side of the table, and now it's stuck. And I've got to go and get some big long tongs so I can get it, because my arms are too short. And I think I'm going to need to print another sheet of stickers. So that means I dyed more than 70 skeins of yarn. So, sweet as brew. That's cool. In the chat, Passover tea, because you basically just pass the tea. Passover tea! Oh my gosh, that is perfect. That's perfect. Bluebird skies. I like bluebird skies. It's a bit more, what's the word? Where it could mean lots of different things. Not general. My brain is just not helping me with the words. Now I have to Google flat white. Oh, you have to Google what a flat white is. Okay. Well, it's an espresso coffee that has got lots more milk in it, with no frothy bits or chocolate on the top, is what a flat white is. Okay. Ambiguous. That's the word. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. Ambiguous is the word. I like river rapids too. That works because you've got little mossy stones. You guys are coming up with all the good names. It's like you're picking on my coffee strength preferences. Really? I don't know what gives you that idea. No idea. Don't know what you're talking about. I think I'm gonna have to do a bit more printing, you guys. I think I'm out of these, and I'm nearly out of sticky labels. So I'm just gonna have to. The printer's just here. I can set things to the printer, but I do need to, you know, maneuver backwards and forwards. But while we're here, we've got. Have I got 4 left? 1, 2, 3, 4. I do 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Essence of Violetish. Do those ones. know when you start at a point and it's just like, I possibly should have started further back? You have to squish your letters and then you do it again. I normally like to have my mouse pad under my what I'm writing. Gives it that nice bit of softness. But I don't have a plain mouse pad. It's very colourful. It's an artwork that I was able to have printed. You could just call it ambiguous. I could. We talk about bluebird days when we're going skiing. Bug blue skies, crystal white snow, gorgeous. Well, there's not a lot of crystal white in this. There's a... Get in the wrapper. We call clover tea 3 leaves or 4 if you're lucky. Gotta learn to write backwards. Yeah. That would be an awesome skill. I should practice that. Just be sure to add your new yarns. I will. They're just going to be under the Pegasus label. They're not going to be under anything else. You'll have to go under, like, look under fiberific.com/Pegasus, I think. Can someone toss in a link for Pegasus, please? But they will go in. Don't worry. This afternoon they'll have a photo shoot. The ones that get going are going to get packed in this big box I've got here. The ones that are going to leave home. River Rapids. No, there was another one that I was just like, yeah, that one. Bluebird Skies. Bluebird Skies, that's what we're doing. I get to have the bird. I get to have the skies. But I'm out of things, so I have to check the printer to see if it's got glossy paper. Bear with. I'll just be right here. So don't say anything mean in the chat because I can still read it. The printer is just right here. Good for glossy. Oh, I just have to open the document. There are recents. I want my recents. Yarn Rapid. What? Print properties. We want go. Not in the print. Alright, we've got yarn wrappers coming, which we'll need to slice up. And then I need to manual feed the special sticker paper in. Back to the chat. Didn't mean to nag, was just confirming. Absolutely. Don't worry, you're not nagging. I would say, oh my god, Kathy, you're such a nag, if you were nagging. But that's not what I said. You're not nagging. My printer is making bad noises. Don't make bad noises, just print the thing. I'm sure she can make a point of letting us know in the Zoomy chat. I will, yeah. Thank you for putting in the Pegasus link. Absolutely. Oh, nag her, it's my job. Yes. It is the color of willow pattern dishes. Kim is excellent at her job. Let's just print one. And it printed the old form. Oh my gosh. Did I not save it? Oh my gosh, I think I did not save it. I made changes. Do you want to discard the changes? No, no. Let me look, let me look. Go here. Page design, size. I'm so confused. Where did it go? I wanted 6 centimeters and it wouldn't let me have 6 centimeters, so size, page setup. There we go. File, save that. That page is rubbish now because it's wrong. It's so wrong. Print. Properties. Okay, judgmental pants. I will click that first. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's printing. You are good at your job. Kim does not nag. She reminds or corrects. She also takes photos and zooms in and circles it. They don't know what they speak, I am sure. Yeah. All right, now that's we need that one's done, and I saved it. So save it again, just in case, because it's being a butt face. And then we want to go to the Pegasus stickers. We print out some more of these, and they have to be manual fed in. So hang on a sec. Good. Good. Oh, I've got to open a new packet. Come on. I'm here. Promise. Promise. Okay. Print. File. Print. Print the thingy. Alrighty, these better. Looking good. And here come the stickers. Alrighty then, we have stickers. We have some more of these, but we will need to cut them up. So, bear with. I was helping. You don't want your tension to get messed up because you missed a 3. You're right. You did an excellent job of showing me exactly what I missed the thingy, and I was able to fix it easily because I knew where to go to fix it. You are correct. It was just kind of funny. I do find that whole thing amusing. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know how many of these I need. So, what are we calling that yarn again? Oh, what was that? Something totally whacked on my roof. If it was a bird, it was a big bird. It was a very, very big bird. Or it could have been a piece of fruit. Or something else. Totally random. Called Attention to Detail. Yeah. I'm just picking on you, Kim. It's all good. We all appreciate what you do. Santa. He's a dash early, but I wouldn't say no to Santa visiting right now. Just saying, Santa, if you wanted to come and visit Fiberific HQ, you totally could. You totally could. Last page of this batch. Yeah, definitely need the link to a printer because I like this, but I don't want to be printing them and cutting them. That's all I can say. I like the simplicity of them. There's not too much information. The information's on the stickers, so I can get lots printed. Come back, little thing. Where are you? And they just look sweet. It's just been something I've been umming and ahhing about for years. And then the other day I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to know until I literally try it how I'm going to feel about it. So this is the trial. Oh, you DM'd me? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Now, these blue ones, what are we calling them again? Because I forgot. I forgot already. Sally has not crafted for a week. Sally, is there something we can do? Are you okay? Christmas only cancelled for the kids. We still get presents. Yeah, absolutely. It's only the kids that get presents from Santa that are going to miss out this year. Apparently Santa is allowed through quarantine. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. Oh my god. My brain just won't settle on a colour. Like, the other ones, it's like, yes, that's the colour name. What we say? Bird sky thing. Oh my god, can someone help me? What did I say yes to? No, I don't know if it was willow. It was something bird sky. Bluebird sky. I said yes to all the things. Summer rain? No, spring something. It was a spring thing. It was spring because it's spring. Oh, in the chat there'll be something called spring. Oh my gosh. Splashtastic. I like Splashtastic. Oh dear. Bluebird skies. Spring rain. Spring rain. We're going to spring rain. I'm writing it on. This one's spring rain. Now, part of this is because I like the names of some of these and I want to try and get some blues that match them. Whereas spring rain is seasonal. And this is a once of a colour. Spring rain. Again with the whole not leaving enough room. We've already had splosh. Actually, do I have any splosh yet? I think the last splosh sold. Oh, I should probably count these. 1, 2, 3. Spring rain. I think you need to give yourself more space. Yeah, I think you're right. Spring rain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more. Spring rain. So we've been sitting back lately and watching all of the X-Files on Amazon Prime. And it's been so cool because, I mean, I watched a lot of them in the 90s. They were 90s, right? Yeah, 90s. I didn't watch them all, so I'm still coming across episodes that I'm like, I missed because, you know, it was just television. And you couldn't, you know, I didn't video record it. And it was on my squash night. So sometimes I would sit in the club room and watch the episode, but sometimes that's when I was actually playing, so I'd miss the episode still. I like Dancing in the Rain too, that's cool. I like those ones that are like an action, because it's not actually a colour that you're trying to describe. They're cool. Or I like the ones that are an emotion as well. They're cool too. Ambiguous names I like. I think they're great because then someone can't come back and go, yeah, but, like, yeah, but nothing. Oh, here we go. Come on, little sticker. We can do this. One-handed stickering. Don't do that. Still got a couple of colours to go, and we've got to name another one yet, you guys. One more needs a name, and it will be a repeatable colour, so it has to be a cool name, all right? It's got to be a cool name, so you think about it. I'll bring it over in a sec. Put these ones away. Okay. These need a cool name. They've got bits of silver and teal and couple of the rest fell on the floor. Okay. Where are we? Ice is cool. Cool as ice. Well, let me just look here because I'm just not seeing the screen, how you guys see it. It's very warm, that screen. I wonder if I've done something. Hang on a second. Let's see. No, it's not letting me play with the colour warmth. So what I'm going to do, so you guys know the drill now, and I'm going to say it every time. Here we go. There we go. There's a new colour. Needs a name. Back down to the warm shot. Yeah, it's mine. All right. Iceberg, glacier, Titanic. That was weird. What was weird? Fairy moss, Birdie girls. Yeah, it's greenish. It's kind of like the dye leached a little, and I actually like it. So it's a tad greenish. It's definitely more greenish than bluish. Yeah. When you change the color tone. Mint toothpaste. How about mint? Definitely minty. Oh, they're saying there's something wrong with my audio. Are you guys right with my audio? Just double checking. Intrepid. I like Intrepid. Oh, and Humbug. Oh, I'm torn. Cool. Definitely more greenish than bluish. You guys are good with the audio, thank you. Just popped up a suggestion for me and I'm just like, I'm confused. I like Intrepid. I'm going with Intrepid. I've made the decision. I've started writing. I left plenty of room. Intrepid. And it's one of those words that doesn't look right when you write it down. Intrepid. I'm spelling it correctly, am I not? INTREPID. Intrepid. Yeah, that's right. It just looks wrong. Oh, that's going to get annoying really fast, writing a word that looks wrong over and over again. More. Here we go. Some are greenier than others too, which, you know, I'm not a fan of. I like it when they're all even. Even Stevens. Alright, so this is the 70th skein that we dyed this week. Because that's 2 sheets of 35 done. Intrepid. Hey Bob Wilson, welcome to the chat, honey. It's been ages since I've seen you. Oh no, is the price coming up on some of these? No? Well, that's frustrating. I need to check that. I thought that's annoying. Bob Wilson's in the house. You're loving the yarn labels. Thank you, Claire. I am trying something different. And did I see that the Die Wench is in the house as well? Die Wench! I didn't see your name pop in. Am I in live chat? Yeah. Bob Wilson says, it's been ages. I've been lying low. It took me a week to get one video uploaded. Oh my god, how annoying. Was it at least a long video, or was it just the internet being a bum? Wow. Diane says, cheesecake is in the fridge. Pie filling has been cooked. Am I coming to your place for afternoon tea and didn't know about it? And I can just get in the car. Like, it was like, I could end the stream right now and come over for an early cheesecake lunch. I'd do that for you. Diane says, sitting down, sorting through my craft mess now. Yeah. I know those feels. I know those feels. Butt face internet. Yes. I've been very lucky. I would like to whinge about NBN. But since I got the NBN, my upload speed has been better. It's not been as stable, but the speeds have been better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Alrighty. Oh, hang on. Snowy. Come on. Oh. Well, it turns out Snowy's not afraid of anything. She decided to try and eat 2 bull mastiffs next door. So, yeah. That was never going to end well. Oh, it's Izzy's birthday cake, of course. I totally forgot. I saw the post. Happy birthday for Izzy. Kathy says, we had chocolate cheesecake for dessert. We're celebrating Dave's best friend's birthday. His friend lives in Michigan. We're in Wisconsin. But okay, I just want a cheesecake. I mean, you're honest about it. I did not make enough of these. I'm still short. I'm still short. How many more? 1, 2, 3. I've just got... I'm 3 short. I have to print out another sheet. Oh, how frustrating. Okay. Printer. Thing. File. Skein wrapper. No, that's not what I want. That's the limited skein wrapper. Whoops. Nearly shut down YouTube. Let's not do that. No excuses needed for cake. I agree. No excuses needed for cake. Size. It's the one. File. Fingers are crossed. I am hoping there's one more piece of gloss left in the printer. Print. Okay, guys, cross your fingers with me. All right, these ones are going to be koala. And I can leave that sitting on the printer because I've got 3 left and 3 here. The other 3 down the back, I've got to dig them out. I'm going to go and need to get my big giant barbecue tongs or move a whole table. They fell off the side. Too many skeins of yarn trying to be on the thing. Oh, I did it the wrong way and it messes with my brain. Alright, next job after this is Pricing Clover. Yay! And updating the website. Woohoo! Clover chibis in stock. The website doesn't show it yet, but they are. They're right here in a box next to me. Like there's tons of them. I may have ordered more than I thought. Like a lot more. Like, oh, I think I thought I ordered 10, but it looks like I ordered 10 packs. So, I mean, we'll find out. Pop these over here. Alright, so before we go changing tasks, are there any colours that you've seen today that you want me to put side by side? That you're curious to see how they look together? Yay, chibis! Like, you've seen a lot of colours here today. All those. There's 2 rows of different colours there. So if there's something you want to see held together, then just let me know. We'll make it happen. For sure. So. I knew I dyed over 70 skeins. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I dyed 81. An odd number, but that appears to be what I've done. I'm just getting the chibi. Got all my pricing stickers. I pre-print out lots of my pricing stickers. Oh goodness me! What have we got? Look, can I'll just there we go. I'll just use that. Let's see. Chibis. Oh, chibis. Oh, and lock and stitch markers are there, so these must just be chibis. Whoops! Must check how many I ordered. I have been dyeing up a storm. Yeah. So a lot of this is actually going to be an order for a yarn store here in Brisbane. So it's going over to the yarn bowl tomorrow. And then what's not going to the yarn bowl will stay here and then get added to the website. You want to see Frangie and Damie Lou together? I can do that. Hang on. Move my copper too. There's Damie Lou. And there's Frangie. Frangie and Damie Lou together. They look cute. That's a nice couple. That's a nice couple. Alright, so I need to, I don't know if it's going to let me. Let me see if it's going to be a butt fade. I just need to grab the pricings of things. I won't necessarily do the website update now, but I need the pricings so I can make sure I'm sticking the right prices on things. Still says green. Still says green. That's cool. Alright. Oh, don't do that. Do not accidentally close thing. Alright, chibi prices. What have we got? Go both cameras. There we go. 3121s. 340s. 3168. Some loose stuff as well. Also, I've managed to grab 1 pack of hooks. I have 1 single pack of clover hooks in stock. Everything else is on back order. I've got some more 3.5 mil, 2, 6, 3.5, and then what are you guys? Locking stitch marker. Are you all the same? 353s. You two are the same, and quick locking mediums. I think these are the quick locks. Yeah. So that's a quick lock. Oh yeah, look, that's a packet of those. Okay, chibis. What's the chibi price? And you have been saying her name correctly. I just watched her Instagram post. Yay! Thank you, Sally. It's been doing my head in. Damie and the new pink and purple one. 80s chic and Damie. I'll go full screen. Easier. There you go. I like those two as well. Come on, camera, you can do it. Yeah. Love you, new camera. Love the chibis. Yeah, I love the chibis too. All right. What have we got here? Open up the thing. We've got choose an option. The tapestry. What number are you? 3121. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Lots of 3121s. These say out of stock on the website. They're about to be well and truly in stock. Okay. And according to this, they are $10.50. Oops, just hit the keyboard. Hopefully that didn't do a thing. How are the Clover and More hooks to work with? I like the Clover and More hooks. I really like them. Now they've got a short, like their actual shaft is a little short. But I adjust and I don't do anything crazy. And so I don't actually have a problem with it. I love the squish factor in their actual handles. And I just find them to be a really good hook. But everybody's different and everybody likes something different. So it's worth you trying one. And even if it's not your favorite, it's still a really good backup hook because the actual shafts are super slidey as well. So they're really cool. Yeah, they looked good together, didn't they? Joss has got to go back to work. Bye, Joss. Where am I going to stick the price? On the back. Cover up that back information in German. I'm covering up the German instructions. Oh no, not the German instructions. These tapestry ones are my favorites out of all the chibis. I like all the chibis, don't get me wrong, but these are my absolute favorite. They're a really good size, plus they have the bent tips. And they make weaving in ends a breeze. Absolute breeze. Now, I think only one of these packs is pre-ordered, so I think the rest are going to go up on the website this afternoon. So if you want chibis, you know where to go to get them. As long as you want tapestry, lace darning, jumbo darning. My other ones are on back order. So I think I've got the blue and the yellow, but no greens, I think is what we've got. Let's have a look. Purple, which are the fine ones. Blue, which are the jumbo. And more blue, which is jumbo. Yeah, so no green ones. Green ones are the straight tips, I think. Let me have a look here. Stick it on the barcode. I mean, I could stick it on the barcode, but it's too late now. I covered the German safety instructions instead. In the box you go. All right. Chibi tapestry, chibi lace. Chibi lace at $10.50 as well. So chibi lace are really fine. Then the actual needles themselves are very fine, but they also have bent tips, which I love. So if you're weaving in ends, here you go, Kim, look, I'll put it on the barcode. If you're weaving in ends on fine lace work and you don't want to split it with big, thick, like gapy holes, this would be the way to go. Jumbo darning. And these ones are $8.50. Now the reason these are less expensive is you only get 2 needles in the set. All the others you get 3. $8.50. You're right, Kim. Much easier doing it on the barcode. I have a question about ChiaoGoo. I know you can get knitting needles. Yes, you can. I answered your question over on the Facebook group. The answer is yes. You can buy the hooks for the interchangeable hook set individually for the exact reason you said, so that you can do double-ended and circular crocheting. But not all dealers have them up on their websites, but we can order them. So you just need to contact a dealer and ask for them, and say they're available on the ChiaoGoo website, so they must be available. All right. So yeah, I like them for seaming. They're great for seaming. John, night all. See you later. Have a good night. Be good. Not too good though, because it's boring. You went out this evening. Oh, how dare you have a life. Grr. Alrighty, searching now for quick lock. Bob Wilson's off as well. See you later, Bob Wilson. Oh, I'm your dealer in about 3 weeks' time. All right, no worries. We can swing it. Definitely. Okay, what are we doing? Mediums. 850. 3031. Got a little pile of recycling over here now. $8.50. That's what I'm doing. Flip them over. These little sheeps are my favorites, you guys. They're my absolute favorite stitch markers now. I love them a lot. I can't even say like to the extent, but I love them a lot. They have come in so super handy, and they actually, like, you can get just little packs of the size you want, but you can also get these little packs of mixed sizes in like a little hard case that you can reuse. So super cute. I definitely love them a lot. They don't fall out of my work, and they're light and they're smooth, and they're, you know, like all these things. You don't want your stitch markers getting all grabby in your work and things like that. It's just annoying. Mixed with case. There we go. That is, I don't know if I'll have a sticker for that. I do. Look at this. Champion on the barcode. Those ones are $15.50 for the whole set. What are we on to? Locking stitch markers. Are these the same ones? 353s. Locking. Okay. And we discovered their shape means they don't even fall out when you haven't done them up. That's what I mean. Like, they allow for the fact that I am a bad person and don't do the right thing all the time with my yarn crafting supplies. I like these ones well enough, but I definitely like the quick locks better. I call them the sheepy ones because we all know I just make things up randomly. I'm that person. The sheepy stitch markers. They are grand. So what I'll do is straight after this live stream is over, I'll update the figures for these on the website. Then I'm going to stop and have some lunch. I have got foods in the fridge, so I don't even have to think about lunch, which is great. Makes a big difference for me. Although, you know, now I've got no excuse to have dumplings for lunch every day. So, do they cost $1,000? I'm confused. I missed something, didn't I? Hooks. All right. Well, I mean, it's 12 o'clock, everybody. You've all hung out so long watching me put labels on yarn and stickers on chibis, and thank you so much for letting me be so productive in today's stream. I'm always really blown away when you generously give your time and hang out with me while I do these fun things. So thank you so much. If you want to keep going with this conversation, go over to Facebook and join into the Fiberific Fun Zone. Lots of the people who are already in this chat are over there chatting away every day, sharing photos of their projects and what they're working on. It's a really fun place to hang out and just talk craft. It's my place to talk craft, and so it is a Fiberific zone. And you know, I'm a human person, so I will throw jokes and things in there as well. So if you want to go in and join that group, you do need to make sure you answer the questions or you will not be admitted into the group. It's that simple. Kathleen says, I need some chibis, but I can't cart them yet. No, you can't, because I've got to update the website. They're not just there yet. Lisa says, I focused on the fun too much. The fun is fun. That's the point, isn't it? So thank you again to all of you for joining into this live craft chat today. Not that we did much crafting, we just did lots of prepping. So I'm going to be taking a big shipment of yarn over to Banyo tomorrow to the yarn bowl. So if you want to see some of these yarns in real life, that would be the place to go. So if you're a Brisbane local, you can hit the yarn bowl up and check out the Fiberific colours there. It has been an absolute champion day today. I'm loving my new camera. It's been a good little camera today. And I will see you all next week. So keep crafting, be good to yourself and be good to your family. And I will see you next time. So yeah, see you later. Bye.